you're new to traveling, this is the place to be. I'm an Army veteran who has a passion for traveling. I started my journey back in 2008 when I went to Iraq. That was my first time out the country, and boy, was your boy scared. One of the perks of being in the military, I had the privilege of living in Germany for 3 years and South Korea for 1 year. Since then, I've been to over 30 countries, and I'm super excited to share my experience with you all. I hope you enjoyed what you hear and see. Please do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and become a member of Travels in My Lifetime family. Today's episode, I want to talk about how to travel safely, whether it be domestically or internationally, because these rules apply, across the board. For me, the first thing that I do whenever I'm about to plan a trip is that, now this really more applies for internationally, but I like to register with the State Department. I always go to state.gov, check out, the facts on the country, how safe it is, where not to go, where can I go, whether I need vaccines or type of cash, anything like that. I always go to state.gov because they're going to have the latest, greatest on that particular area that you're going to. And I recommend that for anybody, because that way you can register with the consulate just in case there's like a coup, where, the regime's about to get overran or something like that. You can get up out of there, or at least they know that you're there. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I always try to tell as many people as possible where I'm about to go. Not social media wise, because maybe you don't need to know that I'm actually there. While I'm there, I like to, get there, get out, and then say, hey, I was over here once. But like your loved ones, people that you care about, that you trust. That way, if something do happen that you don't come back from your flight, they'll be like, oh, wait a minute, where's such and such? I thought it was due back, here and there, whatever. So I take that very serious because when I fill out my airline information, I always put, if I'm not with my wife, I usually put her as the point of contact just in case the plane go down or I don't make it back or whatever. And then if I am with my wife, I always put my father or my brother, something like that. So a person that can actually, reach out and touch me if they need to. The third thing is that I have AT&T, so it's real easy for me to call them up and say, hey, I'm about to go out the country during these times on this date or whatever. And I say, hey, can you upgrade me to the international plan? So I have a running international plan on my cell phone bill. So whenever I go, that is activated, and it costs usually about $10, about $10 a day, which is not terribly bad, especially for the convenience of safety that my phone works like it does in America if I'm in another country. So if I need to pick up the phone and call somebody, I can do that right on the spot. I don't have to be like, ooh, damn, let me get minutes, or will I have signal? No, because I'm gonna run off the towers that are in that local area to reach back to America, to talk to whoever I need to talk to. So the fourth thing is, generally speaking, I like to have cash on me. I can't stress that enough that you need to have cash on you, because you never know, power might go out, places don't take debit or credit cards, and you need cash. So I typically try to have an abundance of cash on me. And what I like to do is, because if you put all your cash in one spot and it gets lost, pickpocketed, whatever, your money's gone. I like to separate my money. I might keep money at the hotel safe. I might put, I might have two different pockets with two different types of money in it. And when I mean types, I mean like my spending cash. And then this is like my reserve, my savings, so that way when I pull out money out of my pocket, if somebody see me, they would think that's all the money I got. So if I did get robbed, hopefully they stop right there and be like, oh, I just take the money that's in your hand. Okay, no harm, no foul. I'm alive, I'm safe. But then I got backup money, so where I can still do what I need to do. So that's what I like to do. If I do run out of money, then I try to look for an ATM that's near a bank or at a bank. I find those to be a little safer because they got security cameras. I don't feel like a person would be that bold to try to, do stuff or slap stuff onto the machine to alter it in some type of way, because I heard a lot of horror stories about that. So when I go to ATM, I'm kicking, scratching, punching. I'm doing everything I can to see if anything falls off of that particular device. And then I use my, debit card, whatever like that to get more cash. Now, this is more for solo travelers, this part. And one of the tips that I can give you is to stay with large crowds or groups and stuff like that. So that way, now you become just a number or a face in a mass group of people. You don't have to worry about, oh, I'm gonna single this person out. So that's the difference between people start doing this, soft targets, hard targets, and stuff like that. Because I would say a soft target is somebody just walking by themselves, got expensive jewelry on, look lost, look like a foreigner, walking down a dark alley or some craziness like that. Yeah, you're gonna be a real soft target because people are like, oh, we're gonna get this person. But if you are in a group of people, now you're just blending in. You don't have a bunch of jewelry on you like that. You're with a crowd. You're in a very lit area. Most people will be, that'd be like, hey, let's leave this person alone. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in an area, he or she's in an area where he's not really able to be, touched, whatever. So that's a very important point. And like I said, I touched on it a little earlier. I don't go down dark alleys or not so well lit areas, because sometimes, you might ask the local, hey man, where's the happening spots or where should I eat? And they might tell you, oh yeah, go down this little pathway. Oh, you'll be good. No, I'm not doing none of that. Like I don't hop in random vehicles. And that's funny to say in 2020 because we all use Uber, but at least they're vetted, or at least their information has been, put on some type of database where if something does happen, Uber can track that person down. So I typically, and always also, oh yeah, just brings another point. I never let somebody walk to me to say, hey, you can get in my car. No, because I don't know about you. I don't know about you. So I try to Google what vehicles to use because they'll tell you like, oh, only use vehicles that have white stickers on. I mean, whatever the case may be, they'll tell you that on the internet. When you go to like these different websites and stuff like that, so they'll make sure that you staying safe. And that's very important. Not doing too much stuff with strangers. I know some people are real trusting. Hey, for me, not so much. I mean, I trust you about as far as, hey, we having this conversation. And after that, I'm not going to tell you where I live and, oh, come back to my hotel room. No, we all seen Taken. You know what I'm saying? So it might not be based on a true story, but it's based on a true story, if y'all understand. The one thing also that you can do, you can invest in some type of anti-theft book bag or wallet. I have both. Started with my wallet, and I can give you all these brands in the description, but the wallet essentially blocks any type of RFID type of scams where people got scanners and they try to pull your information off your debit or credit cards through the chips. Also, with a book bag, especially when I'm traveling by myself, when I have nobody to watch my back, that I have an anti-theft book bag where you can't like take a knife and try to cut it. It has locks on there and stuff like that to keep everything inside. So that's very important when you're walking around places and your book is with your book bag's on your back and somebody could come behind you, try to unzip it or anything like that. I find that to be just, I don't know, like the greatest invention of all time. So I would definitely look into that. There's different types. I actually have that on my website, the book bag, travelsinmylife.com, so you can see that. But I have that in my description link. And also, the last thing I would say, just research the location you're going to. You can never research enough. Some people be like, hey, man, what you doing? We already talked about it. Well, I want to keep learning about it. And just stay current with current events in that particular area because you never know. Stuff changes daily. Okay? So if you have any other questions, just, go ahead and holler at me right in the comments and hopefully I can answer them. All right. Peace.